Hey friends, it's Mad. Socks is back there sleeping. In this video, I will be doing the Crochet for 24-hour challenge. There are a few different challenges like this going around the YouTube streets. I think the lowest I've seen is crochet in 1 hour. I can tell you right now, I will not get anything done in that 1 hour. I am a notoriously slow crocheter, so I will need the full 24 hours to try and get something done. Now, normally I wouldn't be able to finish a full-sized amigurumi in 24 hours. At least I don't think I can. So to give myself a fighting chance, I will be using smaller amigurumi from this book, which is Crochet Donut Bunnies by Rachel Zane. And I will be crocheting this over today and tomorrow, so I'm not going to skip on sleep. I will hopefully get 12 hours of crochet done today, and then the remaining 12 will be done tomorrow. Worst case scenario, if my hands do start to cramp up or anything like that, I'm not going to push myself through it. I will just go into day number 3, but hopefully I can get this done tomorrow. So I'm going to take you along for the journey, and hopefully, you know, we will at least get one of these guys done. I'll be happy with 4. But it will be embarrassing if I don't even get 1 done. So what I'm going to do now is just potentially start from the beginning of the book and work my way through like that. I think it will be too confusing to flick through to find which ones I want, and I will be timing myself. So I will be timing myself based on crafting time, which includes, you know, picking out yarn, reading the pattern, you know, actual crocheting plus stitching pieces together. But if I stop to film or stop to eat or do anything like that, I will definitely stop the time on my stopwatch. So I won't actually be counting that towards the 24-hour challenge. So this will be purely 24 hours of crafting. So wish me luck. And I have just had a flick through this book, and there are basically a couple of different pieces to the donut buddies. So there is the actual donut base, which is the same across basically all of them, and you just add little modifications. There's also a little icing bit. Now, I don't think I will be doing the icing bit if the color is exactly the same as the body of the donut, and if the pattern calls for, let's say, 2 different shades of gray, which is actually the first pattern that I'm going to be doing. I don't actually have 2 different shades of gray, so I'm just going to be using the 1 shade, and I'm going to skip on the icing. If, however, the icing color is different to the body, I will be including that part into my little amigurumi. I just think it doesn't really add much difference if the color is exactly the same, so I will just be saving myself time and skipping that step if, you know, there's literally no color change in the body and the icing. So without blabbering further, I'm gonna get started on my very first pattern now. Just hit over 7 minutes, and all I basically got done is the foundation chain and the first row. So we're not making great progress so far. Hopefully from here though, I can sort of speed up. My goal for the first one is to hopefully have it completed within 2 hours, because then hopefully I can get, you know, quite a decent amount of these done before the end of the video, because otherwise it's going to be really embarrassing. But anyways, I'm going to start my stopwatch right now, and I'm going to continue crocheting, and hopefully we'll have an update for you in the 2-hour mark. Fingers crossed. Just crossed over the 1 hour mark. I told you I couldn't get anything done in an hour. I have done just the base donut for the elephant. It looks really weird that you can see my lips through. Should hold it differently. But yes, I've done the base donut for the elephant. I've still got to do his ears, his trunk, and he's got a little flower on his head as well. This is a 2-star pattern, so maybe it's because of the flower, not sure. Or 2 donut pattern, I should say. She rates her patterns out of donuts. But I am going to get all of that done and then come back and show you once I've got it all complete. And the first one is complete 1 second later thanks to the magic of editing. But it has actually taken me 2 hours and 47 minutes. So we're nearly 3 hours into our challenge and it is currently midday today. So I do have to get quite a bit of crocheting done to try and at least hit the 12-hour mark. Given this took me almost 3 hours and I didn't do the icing, I may have to do the icing on some of the other ones. But so far it looks like I could potentially get 8 done by the end of this 3-hour challenge, so fingers crossed for that. Now that I sort of know how long it takes me to make one of them, I think I'm going to do sort of like a production line kind of system. So I'm just going to knock out probably like 4 of the actual donuts and then do like the additional bits and pieces and then sew all of them together. And hopefully I can get 4 more done today, so fingers crossed for that. So that's what I'm going to get started on right now. We are just under 4.5 hours into our crochet journey and I have gotten 2 more donuts done. I haven't sewed them yet. I will do that later once I've done the rest, but I did start a 3rd one, technically the 4th one, but I'm not counting the first one that I did because I'm sort of batch creating these and then we'll batch sew them and all the fun stuff. But I took a break to make a coffee and I thought I knew what row I was on, but I clearly didn't, and my count is off, so I can't actually figure out what row I'm on, and that means I need to frog. And since frog is semi-crafting related, I will be counting that as part of my time, my crochet time, or the challenge time, whatever you want to call it. And I will put on my frog hat, just making sure that the frog's in the front, yeah. And we will start our timer and frog this. So fun. Socks is with me in here. If you can hear some noise, that is my partner playing Spider-Man on the PlayStation. That's why we have a little change of scenery at the moment. Just want to make sure you guys can't hear that because it is a bit loud. Okay, I frog back to, I think this is the first row, so I should be able to figure out what needs to be done from here. So back to crocheting. It is 9:57 on day 1. We have got 10 hours and 45 minutes of crochet time done, which means I just have a little over an hour to go to hit my 12-hour mark, which is still possible for today, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed that I can do that. That means that tomorrow I just have to do another 12 hours and then my challenge is done. I have basically finished crocheting all the pieces for the 4 that I was batch preparing. There are just a few more that I sort of need to measure around some pieces after I sew it onto the donut, so I will do those later. But we have 26 pieces that I will now sew together and hopefully I can get most of this done tonight, hit the 12-hour mark, go to bed and then pick this back up tomorrow, so I'll see you then. It is 8:20 on day number 2. Last night we managed to get 13 hours and 7 minutes done, but I didn't finish as much as I hoped to, so I actually just finished sewing together these 2 pieces and I still have 2 pieces to sew together, so that's what I'm going to do this morning. I'm just going to finish that off and then sort of see how much time I have left and decide how many more I'm going to make for the rest of this challenge. So I'm going to get started on that right now. It is now 6 minutes in and all I've got done is putting these eyes onto the little donut, so the safety eyes onto the white bit and that onto the donut, and that was a task and a half and took me way too long because putting the actual safety eye through multiple pieces of crochet and trying to get the backing in was such a hard task. It doesn't seem like a hard task, but it is. My fingers are so sore from trying to put the backing on. I had to ask my partner for help because I just was about to start crying, I think, if I didn't get that done. Because I could just see the time flying and I'm like, this is impossible, but it is done. I even struggled last night with this little bunny who is a purple donut with pink icing, and she has eyes and a little mouth. And that was a struggle as well. So I think going forward, if I can, I will be skipping the icing bit. There are some patterns in the book that sort of require the icing. Well, technically isn't every single pattern, I just skip it. But there's patterns like a ladybug, for example, that has a black donut and then red icing. That sort of thing I will do when I crochet the rest of these patterns. But for everything else, if I can avoid it, icing will be skipped because I just don't want to deal with that. But that's that. So I now am gonna hopefully get this done very soon. I've already lost 6 minutes on the eyes, so yeah, hopefully just probably an hour. I think that's pushing it because I'm, apart from being a slow crocheter, stitch things together really slowly as well. So yeah, that's that. So maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half, I don't know. We will get started on this now because it's already 9 o'clock. I had to take a break after that whole ordeal. But anyways, here we go. My hair is up, so I do apologize for that because I got really hot while trying to do that. So sorry you have to deal with this mess of a head. But back to stitching these together now, and I will see you soon. 2 hours and 2 coffees later, and I am done with Mr. Owl. This is what he looks like. Some of you guys may recognize the yarn that I use for the little belly, the wings, and the beak from my Mill and Makes episode 2. They are the Mandela Ombre cakes. I'm pretty sure it is a color balance. Don't hold me to that, my memory is failing me at the moment. But I had a few balls left over from that episode. If you haven't checked it out, it is a very chaotic episode with terrible things that happened. So watch at your own discretion if you want to. But yeah, I had some scraps left over and I used it for the bunny's little flowers as well, and the sprinkles, and then obviously for the owl that I just showed you. So yeah, I've got 3 of my batch prep stuff done, plus obviously the little elephant that I had done the first time around just to time myself. So that's 4 completed donuts. I still have the horse to do, and I need to sew him together basically before I crochet the final pieces, because I need to crochet his little bridle and then the reins, and you sort of just measure the length of that to how wide or whatever you want it. My brain is not braining today. So I'm gonna get started on that now. Hopefully it doesn't take me more than 3 hours because I'm already tired. I think I'm gonna make another coffee and then get started on that. But we are 15 hours and 18 minutes into our challenge. So how much is that? Is that like 9 hours left? Probably. My brain is lacking caffeine, so even though I've had 2 coffees and I'm about to have a third, I'm just so tired. Running on minimal sleep at the moment, but we shall get through this. We're more than halfway done with the challenge, through the challenge, words please. So I will see you once I'm done with that. Done with the little horse. This is what he looks like. He's absolutely adorable. He's even got a little mane up there, if you can tell. He is really, really cute. So I love how he turned out. Real time, it is just after 2 o'clock, but on the challenge time, we are 17 hours and 20 minutes in, which means we have 6 hours and 40 minutes left. Now I think I can complete 2 more donuts in that time. I don't think I can complete a third one, just seeing how long all of these took me to do. I mean, we got basically 5 done in 17 and a half hours, so I'm not even going to try and do the third one. The next 2 patterns in this book are a goat and a sun, and the sun has 10 rays that you need to sew onto the donut, so that is going to take me a bit of time because stitching things together is not a speedy thing for me. So I am going to try and get both of those done in the next 6 and a bit hours, and I will see you hopefully with a total of 7 completed donuts at the end of this challenge. Guys, we are at 23 hours, 59 minutes, and 9 seconds. So we are literally 51 seconds short of hitting the 24-hour mark, but I'm not going to crochet those 51 seconds because nothing will get done. I will put basically a slip knot on my hook and then that's it. So I'm just going to call it that. That is the 24-hour crochet challenge. And I got 7 done, which I'm pretty excited about. I said pretty twice. I'm sorry, guys. It's like 11:45 here and I'm so tired. It's been a long couple of days. Like, crocheting for 24 hours is a bit of a task, but I'm glad that I had the luxury of, you know, having just a weekend to crochet. Not many people have that, so I'm lucky that I've managed to get 24 hours of crochet done over 2 days. That is honestly like a luxury. So anyway, this is the one that I've just completed. Here he is. He's absolutely adorable. And no, I was not trimming his beard onto my bed because I'm currently on my bed. I have a little scrap bag where I put all my scrap bits of yarn in, and that basically goes into amigurumi, larger amigurumi, not this size, as stuffing, so nothing goes to waste in this house. I recycle basically all my little scraps, no matter how tiny they are. So that is the one that I've just completed. He's a goat. He's so cute. I love his little beard. It just adds so much character, and he's got little horns as well. So cute. And the other one that I just completed was the sun. Now you might remember me saying that it had 10 rays to sew on. I've only done 7. I actually did end up crocheting 9 of them, but after I had sewed together the donut to make it like full, like stuffed and sewed it together, I sort of had this idea to just sort of lay the rays next to this to see if they would fit, and I had 9 done. I hadn't done the 10th one yet, and I realized 9 would just fit, so I didn't make the 10th one. But while sewing them together, like, I think it just filled it out a bit more. I must have been stacking them really close. So I actually have 2 more rays which have gone into my scrap bin because I just couldn't get them on him. So that's not just something that I will make a note of on this pattern book, because I do intend to review this pattern. So these are the 2 extra rays that I made that didn't go on the sun, and then there was one that I didn't make that obviously didn't go on the sun as well. But yeah, 10 rays definitely wouldn't fit in this. It does sort of tell you in the pattern to adjust your hook size to try and get it to fit, but I feel like we shouldn't have to do that, so I'm just going to make a note of that in that book. And if you guys are interested in the Donut Buddies book, definitely hit that subscribe button, because once I've crocheted all of this, I will be releasing a book review, just like my other book reviews. If you've been here for a while, you know that I like to make everything so I can catch little issues like this. Well, don't know if it's an issue because she does tell you to use a different hook, but in my opinion it is an issue, so we'll leave it like that. Enough of blabbering. I need to go to bed soon, so I am just going to show you the other ones as well. This is the little elephant that I did first. It's really cute. It's got some like extra texture on the ears, so it's not just like a semicircle. It's got a bit of like a frilly effect to it. It's really cute, and it's got a little rose as well. And then I did the batch of 4. This one is the bunny. It's actually a purple donut with a pink icing, and it's got sprinkles on the ears as well as a couple flowers. Really cute. Gives me sort of like Easter bunny vibes. This is the owl, also really cute. Looks a bit weird because I think I've just crocheted the eyes, like the white bits of the eyes, a bit weird, but whatever. It is an owl. Owls are supposed to have big eyes, so we'll deal with it. This is my favorite, the little alien. So absolutely cute. Just love his little pointy ears. And then we've got the horse. Ooh, there we are. It looks like its eyes are a bit weird, but whatever. So that is all 7. I'm so happy I got that done. Honestly, anything more than 2 would have been great. I still would have posted this video if I only got 2 done, because I share everything on here, including all my flaws. You guys already know I'm a slow crocheter. I'm slow at stitching things together, so you know, I've got nothing to hide. But 2 honestly would have been a little bit embarrassing, so I'm glad it's 7 and not 2. But yeah, I have done similar things in the past. Obviously not like a YouTube video, but sort of a challenge to myself. And when I've had nothing weekends, I sort of just decided, you know, hey, how much can you crochet in, you know, an entire weekend? The answer to that is 1. I can make 1 amigurumi, and that's like a medium-sized amigurumi. Think like Animal Friends of Pika Power kind of size. Those are the sort of things that I've challenged myself with doing in the past, and I had gotten 1 Animal Friend of Pika Power done and started the 2nd, but didn't make it far into the pattern before, you know, the weekend was over. So 7 is definitely an accomplishment for me, but I would love to know if you guys have tried a similar challenge, whether you've put it on your channel or done it sort of privately in your home. I like challenging myself like that. I sort of like to see, as weird as it sounds, like when I'm watching a TV series or a movie, I'm like, I want to get this much done before the movie ends. And it's just sort of like a little challenge to myself. I don't know, is that weird? Do any of you guys do that? Crochet is supposed to be relaxing, which it is for me, but I also sort of like having these mini challenges with myself. So this was really fun to film. I can't speak, as I'm so sorry. It's like almost midnight here and I need to go to bed. But yes, if you've done something similar, definitely let me know in the comments below. I was gonna say description, it's not the description, it's the comments, guys. I'm so sorry. Let me know in the comments below if you've done something similar, how much you've crocheted in whatever time frame, whether it be an hour, 24 hours, 48 hours, whatever you've challenged yourself. Let me know, because I would really love to know. I can't get anything done in an hour, so hats off to you guys that can. And if you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you'd like to see similar content. I do put out videos every Saturday, so yeah, definitely hit that notification icon as well if you'd like to be notified once it comes out. But otherwise, I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching, guys.